Hey, what's up guys, Exodia is here again, and I have even more news about Dragons of Legend. So it looks like in the collector's pack, Duelist of Legend, it's just 100%. We are getting Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, and also Timaeus, Legendary Knight Timaeus. And here you can see Brisker's Soul. One thing I'm really concerned about, are they actually going to release Legendary Knight Critias and Hermos? I really want to see this card. The only legendary knight card we have seen is Timaeus. I really want to see the other two, which you guys can see in the picture over here. We are still not sure about the effects, they're just translated from the picture, so legendary Timaeus' effect will be kinda something like that. When he is special summoned, he destroys spell cards on the field. That's a really nice effect actually. And Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon's Knight effect is, by using one card from your hand, you can destroy your opponent's controls and make battle damage 0. We are still not sure about the effects, we just have to wait and see the effects. In the second picture over here, we see this card known as Shooting Star. Its effect is basically, if you control a Stardust monster, you can destroy cards. So that's kinda cool actually, some Stardust support. And on the other side of the picture, you see the card known as Instant Fusion. Do not mistake it with the other Instant Fusion. So let's just call it Instant Polymerization. So Instant Poly is basically a quick play polymerization, that's it. But the only downside of the card is, your fusion monster returns to the extra deck. I really hope they don't actually put that effect in it. That really sucks. Back to the old picture, we see here the card known as Brisker's Soul. This card was used by Yugi when he was dueling against Weevil. And this duel, oh my god, that duel was such an intense duel. Brisker's Soul's anime effect was, activate only during your battle phase, discard your entire hand, select one monster with 15,000 attack or less that has attack directly this turn, pick up cards from the top of the deck until you pick up a non-monster card, add that card to your hand, then send the remaining cards to the graveyard. This turn, the selected monster can attack once for each monster picked up this way. This card can actually create OTKs. On the pictures it says, continuously draw monster cards for massive damage. So I'm pretty sure this card can make like a lot of OTK decks. I remember the time when Yugi was dueling against Weevil on top of that train, and then Weevil gets out this card from his pocket and then tells Yami that this card is the only hope to get Yugi back. Yami goes closer to Weevil so he can get the card, and then Weevil tears off that card, and oh my god, you have to see the look on Yami's face. It was just terrifying, it was just intense. I felt so sad for Yami, and at that point, I wasn't so sad because I knew the card was actually useless, because from our perspective, the viewer, they showed the card and it was just a useless bug card, and then Weevil later on told Yami that it was a useless card. So what Yami does is, he normal summons Breaker, the magical warrior, uses effect to destroy a spell and trap card on the field, he destroys Insect Barrier, and then he activates Brisker's Soul. Oh my god, that was just such an intense duel over there. Oh my god. The look on Yami's face, just, oh my god, some nostalgic feeling over here. Wow, he thought he lost Yugi forever. That was just so intense. Of course, more cards and characters and fusion monsters are being released. There will be a link in the description of this video so you can go check them out. I really do recommend you guys go check them out because there are some awesome news in this website. Let's have a brief look at Yugioh's ace card. It's called Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. It just looked really nice actually, but one thing I really don't like, why do they call it Odd Eyes? Odd is kind of an odd name, to be honest. I really don't like the word odd, so it kind of make it sound odd, that's why. But it's a really nice card actually. If we focus on Timaeus' picture over here, we see the number 5. And they did mention that they're gonna number the effects from now on. That's in the OCG. So maybe that means that Timaeus will have 5 effects. How awesome would that be, having 5 effects? I really do love the rainbowy effect that is like next to Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. I really do love it. Otherwise, if that color didn't exist, the picture won't be so colorful. I think it's really cool. I really do hope they release the other 2 knights as well. It's crazy how the game of Yu-Gi-Oh has evolved, you guys. We now have pendulum monsters, the new main character Yuya, we had Yuma and his Xyz monsters, and Zexal form, it was just amazing. And then we had 5Ds with Yusei and Turbo Duels, and then we had GX with fusion monsters and awesome action. And now we finally have the old classic cards. This nostalgia feeling is just amazing. It all started with a single boy who solved the Millennium Puzzle to all of this, and thus began the epic tale of Yu-Gi-Oh!